Brittany Snow makes a directorial debut in this emotional drama that's both beautiful and tragic at the same time. We meet Riley directly after being released from a stint in rehab for her eating disorder. As we follow her, she embarks on a journey to recovery. In the process, she meets Eaton. Now, the two connect instantly, even under strict instructions of not getting into a relationship. The pair form a complex friendship, and this lays the foundation for the rest of the film. At first, the movie might seem like your normal, average romantic comedy / drama on the surface, but it quickly becomes clear that Riley is still struggling mentally. The comfort of having Eaton around definitely helps Riley, keeping her mind off the things that might act as a trigger, but ultimately it's something that she has to come to grips with, and it starts with her. Watching Riley navigate her way through this is not an easy watch, but the way Brittany Snow handles the subject matter with a level of care and attention to detail should be applauded. She stated in a recent interview that the movie draws from her own personal struggles when she was a teenager. That makes it even more compelling. As far as a directorial debut, I have to say I'm very impressed with Brittany's work on this film. She wrote the script alongside Becca Gleason. It definitely draws inspiration from other films we've seen before, but yet it feels so authentic in the way Snow went about crafting this film. I love how she uses photography in the film. It's a beautiful method of storytelling that you don't see very often in movies. It evokes emotions of capturing the moment because of that uncertainty that it might not last forever. It's definitely a standout for me, and stick around for the end credits. There are numerous shots that showcase the beauty of New York City, scattered throughout the entire film. It's basically a character on its own. I love the fact that those shots in particular are not perfect. The camera moves slightly as the wind blows. I'm not too sure if that was shot on camera or just using an iPhone. I mean, nowadays you don't really know, guys, but it looks stunning. I love the fact that Brittany utilizes a lot of close-up shots. It definitely makes the movie feel more intimate and very personal. Courtney Eaton steals the show with a stunning performance as Riley. She embodies this character in such a profound way that you connect with her immediately. It's an emotional subject and a sensitive subject when it comes to mental health, and you can tell that Courtney understood what she needed to do for this character. She even said in an interview that she drew a lot of inspiration from her personal life, so it definitely comes across on screen in the performance. And she has this crafting an emotion just by using her facial expressions. I mean, she doesn't even have to say something in certain scenes, but you can definitely tell when she starts struggling with an illness. Mann delivers an equally great performance as Eaton. You know, I always say that there's this particular actor that just fits in a particular role, and he fits in this role amazingly. It's perfect casting. I still think Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl was his best work. I absolutely love that movie. If you guys haven't watched that movie, do yourself a favor, go check out Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl. You'll also see Olivia Cooke just starting out in a career. That is a brilliant movie. It's a masterpiece. The chemistry between Riley and Eaton is undeniable. From the beautiful moments of joy to the confrontations, it's presented in such a realistic way. It's definitely amazing. The supporting cast, you have the likes of Kid Cudi, Dave Bautista, and Gina Rodriguez as Riley's therapist. Now, this was an interesting performance by Gina, because I mean, I've become so accustomed to see her in comedic roles, and you sometimes forget that she can actually handle a drama like this, and she does brilliant in this role. I mean, if you really think about it, that's not a bad ensemble cast to have, especially if this is your first movie. It's very interesting to see how Brittany peels back the layers slowly as the movie unravels. I mean, it's captivating to watch, and like I said before, It's not easy, but it's a movie that if you stick with it, you understand the difficulties and how hard it is to deal with mental health. I love the way that Snow finds a balance with all these different elements. I mean, you are dealing with topics such as mental health, personal struggles, family issues, and the damaging effects that social media can have, especially on today's society. I mean, you have this ideology of having this perfect persona, and if you don't live up to a certain standard, then you have failed. And I feel like that's the downside of having apps like TikTok and Instagram. Certain people use it for the right reasons, but in other ways it impacts our youth and a lot of people in a negative way. So that's why I understand that there's a lot of people that have these social media detoxes. I mean, at some point you need to detach yourself a little bit from those things just to get back to yourself and realize, that I can also focus on myself. Because if we are being genuinely honest with ourselves, all this is just fake. If you go look at all these people that are doing this, some of the pictures and those type of things can just be created, to just gain a following. It's not even real. You find out that this is not even the situation that this person find themselves in, and you are judging your own life against that, which is damaging in the long run. So there's a lot to unpack here, guys, but it's definitely a movie that's worth your time. The ending is absolutely beautiful. It's a beautiful moment. There's just something, I don't know, the way Brittany Snow crafted the ending is something that is very heartfelt, and there's no dialogue in this particular scene, but the way it has been crafted is beautiful. I mean, if you look at the rest of the movie, there's a lot of grays and, it doesn't have a lot of color, but in this particular moment, there's a lot of color, and it just indicates a difference. And I love the way she executed this. She definitely sticks the landing. And guys, I mean, this is a strong and powerful directorial debut by Brittany Snow. I really enjoy this movie, guys. It's not easy to watch, but it's a movie that deserves your attention. Please let me know what you guys think about this one. It's called Parachute. It debuted last year at South by Southwest, but it's finally out now for everybody to watch. Please watch this. Let me know what you think. Leave your comment down below, guys. I'll be very interested to hear what you guys have to say about this one. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, guys. I'll keep the videos coming. Catch you on the next one. And once again, thank you for watching.